The icy London wind stung as a young British woman stood outside her modest Camden flat, snowflakes dusting her worn navy peacoat, black jeans, and scuffed ankle boots. Her phone buzzed in her gloved hand, shattering the silence of Christmas Eve. Her grandfather, a retired British architect, called from Manchester, his voice warm with excitement. "Come to your parents' new house in Hampstead, 27 Willow Lane." "I'm here." She hurried through snow-dusted streets, the chill biting through her thin layers, until she reached the elegant Hampstead house, its brick facade aglow with twinkling fairy lights. Inside, a cozy dining room welcomed her with a crackling fireplace, polished oak floors, and the rich aroma of roast turkey wafting from a festive table adorned with crimson tinsel and flickering candles. The grandfather, in a gray wool sweater and black trousers, enveloped her in a warm hug, his familiar cedar scent easing her shivers. "Do you like the new house?" he asked, pride gleaming in his eyes. "It's lovely," she replied, her voice trembling, "but it's my parents' house." Silence fell like a heavy snow. His smile faded, his gaze shifting to her father, a middle-aged British man in a white dress shirt and khakis, and her stepmother, a middle-aged British woman in a red silk dress. The father's face paled, his fork clattering softly. The stepmother's forced smile wavered, her hands fidgeting. The festive cheer dissolved into tension, the table's glow dimming under their unease. Her stomach knotted as she sensed a secret looming, her heart pounding. She glanced at her father, expecting answers, but he avoided her eyes. The grandfather's voice cut sharply. "What does she mean, their house?" The unspoken truth hung heavy, poised to unravel the holiday's fragile warmth. A young British girl grew up in a cramped East End London flat, an outsider in her own home after her mother's death at birth. She lived with her father, a British accountant, and his wife, a British estate agent, who doted on their daughter, a young blonde British girl. Christmas mornings were stark. The girl with curly hair, clad in a faded gray sweater and jeans, watched the blonde girl, radiant in a pink dress, unwrap a shiny red bicycle adorned with ribbons, while she received a dog-eared book. "You're lucky to have a home," the stepmother snapped when she dared question the disparity. Her stellar grades, earned through late-night study, merited only a curt nod from her father, while the blonde girl's mediocre marks prompted lavish praise, complete with cake and balloons. "Be like her," the stepmother would hiss, her words slicing deep. The girl's attic room, with its drafty window and creaky floorboards, stood in bleak contrast to the blonde girl's cozy bedroom, brimming with plush toys and fairy lights. Her only solace came from phone calls with her grandfather, a British man, his voice a lifeline. "You're special." She sketched in secret, her pencils tracing dreams of a brighter future. Her father's cold, "Don't be ungrateful," stung when she asked for fairness. She learned to hide her pain, masking hurt with a forced smile, vowing to escape a family that never embraced her British roots. Unbeknownst to her, a deeper betrayal lay hidden, waiting to erupt on a fateful Christmas night, fueling her resolve to break free from their shadow and carve her own path. A young British woman arrived at the Hampstead house, her coat damp from swirling snow, heart racing from her grandfather's urgent call. The dining room, aglow with crimson tinsel, flickering candles, and the scent of roast turkey, buzzed with unspoken tension. Her grandfather, a British man, asked, "Do you like the new house?" Her reply, "It's my parents' house," stopped him cold. His face hardened, eyes locking onto her father, a middle-aged British man, whose gaze dropped to his plate. Her stepmother, a middle-aged British woman, laughed nervously, her voice brittle. "It's a family home," she insisted, fingers twisting a napkin. The grandfather's tone turned sharp. "Where do you live?" She answered, "A rented flat, paid with my cafe job." Silence smothered the room. "I gave you £300,000 for her house," the grandfather roared at the father, his voice trembling with fury. Her breath caught. A house meant for her? She'd slaved away in a damp, moldy flat while her family basked in this luxury. The father stammered, It was for the family's stability. The stepmother added, "She's fine on her own." The grandfather slammed the table, rattling glassware. Wall photos showcased a young blonde British girl, but none of her. They'd woven a lie, a perfect family facade to mask their deceit. The betrayal cut deeper than years of neglect, a wound that seared her heart. The grandfather seized her hand, his grip firm. "You're coming to Manchester with me. This ends tonight." The festive glow dimmed, the holiday's warmth replaced by a chilling truth that shattered her trust, leaving her reeling as the reality of their betrayal sank in, forever altering her path. An older British man declared, "You're coming to Manchester," his voice resolute. A young British woman, dazed but hopeful, boarded a train, clutching her worn sketchbook, leaving London's frenetic chaos behind. Manchester's cobbled streets, lined with red brick buildings, glowing street lamps, and quaint bookshops, welcomed her under a vast grey sky. The older man's Chorlton house was a haven, its oak walls adorned with architectural sketches, a crackling hearth casting warmth, and the comforting scent of fresh sourdough bread filling the air. An older British woman greeted her with a warm hug, her lavender perfume soothing, offering steaming tea and buttery shortbread on a floral tray. "You're home," she said, her smile kind. The older man enrolled the young woman in a local art college for illustration, reigniting her lifelong passion. Her vibrant sketches of Manchester's trams weaving through bustling markets and lively street performers earned glowing praise from tutors. The older woman's hearty meals, shepherd's pie, sticky toffee pudding, warm scones with clotted cream, and heartfelt stories of the young woman's British mother, a painter with a gentle smile, mended old wounds. She roamed the northern quarter, sketching colorful murals of musicians and local legends, her heart alight with newfound freedom. Memories of a middle-aged British man and a middle-aged British woman lingered like shadows, but she pressed on, designing posters for indie bands playing in gritty, neon-lit venues. The older man shared his intricate blueprints, saying, "You've got her creativity." Her cozy dorm, with a worn wooden desk holding a faded photo of a woman with brown eyes, outshone her damp Camden flat. Manchester's eclectic cafes, with mismatched furniture and steaming espressos, and tram-lined streets became her canvas, a vibrant city where she could rebuild her British roots and shape a future as a thriving artist, free from a family that never valued her. A young British woman sat in her Manchester dorm, sketching Manchester's skyline under a dim lamp, her pencil dancing across the page. Her phone rang, and a young blonde British girl's voice trembled through. "Dad lost his job, Mum's unemployed, I'm waitressing at a dingy cafe with peeling paint. The house is gone. Help us." The young woman's heart raced, the Christmas betrayal flooding back, her inheritance stolen for a house she never lived in. She gripped the phone tightly. "Help? After Dad took my house." The blonde girl pleaded, "We're family." Her laugh was bitter, sharp as winter air. "You got love, gifts, a cozy room with fairy lights and plush blankets. I got a damp flat and lies." She hung up, hands shaking. Guilt flickered. She recalled the blonde girl sharing sweets, their giggles echoing in a frilly dress. But betrayal cut deeper, a wound still raw. In London, her attic had peeling wallpaper and a creaky bed, while the blonde girl's room overflowed with toys. Now, in Manchester, her dorm walls displayed her vibrant sketches, a testament to her new life. She wandered Chorlton's snowy streets, her sketchbook tucked under her green parka, passing quaint bookshops with frosted windows and lively pubs aglow with chatter, the city's warmth grounding her spirit. An older British man and an older British woman welcomed her into their cozy Chorlton home, offering hot cocoa and warm scones by a crackling fire, their kindness a balm. She returned to her dorm, sketching a bold mural of Manchester's red brick skyline in a cream sweater, each stroke a defiant rejection of her past. The blonde girl's call echoed a family that never valued her British roots. Her future lay in art studios brimming with paint and ambition, where her talent shone. She refused to let their pleas drag her back to pain. A young British woman thrived in Manchester's vibrant art scene, her bold illustrations, trams gliding past red brick warehouses, market stalls bursting with flowers and spices, earning glowing praise from college tutors who saw her potential. At a lively Encodes art fair, packed with eclectic booths, local music, and the scent of street food, a British Jamaican woman urged, "Sell prints online, your work's electric." Her portfolio exploded, sketches of Manchester's gritty charm, from rain-slicked streets to bustling markets, gaining followers on social media platforms like wildfire. The city, with its pulsing energy and diverse faces, became her true home. An older British man shared heartfelt stories of her British mother, handing her a faded photo of a woman sketching in a sunlit park lined with ancient oak trees, her pencil capturing life's beauty. "She'd love your work," he said, his voice thick with pride. She teared up, her heart swelling with connection. She launched a blog, weaving raw pain into vibrant designs that captured Manchester's soul, its rainy cobblestones, neon-lit bars, and eclectic street art. Sketching neon signs in the northern quarter's quirky alleys, surrounded by buskers and cozy coffee shops, she felt alive, her purpose crystal clear. The Christmas Betrayal, a middle-aged British man and a middle-aged British woman, freed her to soar. The British Jamaican woman, now in a denim jacket, invited her to gallery openings in converted warehouses, where she networked with artists over glasses of chilled wine. She joined a design collective, laughing with peers under Manchester's grey skies, her creativity unbound. A letter from the middle-aged British woman begged for help, but she set it aside. The older man, supportive, said, "Your choice." She painted a community center mural of Manchester's skyline, each stroke a rejection of her past, her British roots thriving in a city that embraced her talent and dreams. A letter from a middle-aged British woman pleaded, "We're facing eviction, our daughter's jobless. Help us." A young British woman sat in her Manchester dorm, setting it aside, the words stirring scars of a middle-aged British man and the middle-aged woman favoring a young blonde British girl. The Christmas truth, £300,000 stolen for their Hampstead house, burned like a fresh wound. "I owe nothing," she whispered, her resolve unwavering. In a cozy Chorlton house with sturdy oak beams, a crackling hearth, and the comforting aroma of freshly baked scones, an older British man nodded, his voice steady, "Your choice." She illustrated a children's book about woodland creatures, foxes darting through misty forests, owls perched on ancient branches. In a sunlit studio, her sketches vivid with life, her passion reignited. Walking the northern quarter's quirky alleys, sketchbook tucked under her green parka, she felt alive, passing vibrant street art, cozy cafes with steaming lattes, and buskers strumming folk tunes under gray skies. A faded photo of her British mother, capturing life with a pencil, fueled her drive. Her illustrations adorned gallery walls, drawing crowds. A British Jamaican woman cheered at openings, her laughter infectious, lifting her spirits. The letter remained unanswered, a relic of a painful past she'd outgrown. In a gray sweater, she painted a Chorlton mural of local life, trams rattling past markets, faces of diverse locals, her creativity boundless. The older man and an older British woman beamed at her exhibitions, their pride evident in their warm smiles. No longer the unwanted stepchild, her British roots thrived in Manchester's vibrant, eclectic streets, where her art and heart found a true home, free from a family that never valued her, her talent now a beacon of her resilience and newfound belonging.